recording started.
Okay, you guys, I'm so excited that you've joined us tonight for a few minutes of your valuable time. You are going to be treated to an awesome webinar. It is with our Paycation Explosion team, and I am just so dang pumped for you to be not only introduced to this company and this platform and this team, but also for the head honcho of our team. He is an awesome mentor of mine personally and a great friend. And so let me give you guys a little insight into Mr. DeVaughn. His name is Dusty DeVaughn, and some of you are probably invited to check out the webinar by him personally. And if you don't know him, you're going to want to get to know him as quickly as possible. So Dusty is he is not new to network marketing. He is a young guy, and I can say that because I'm much older than him, but I love him. Like I said, he's a great mentor. He comes from the world, actually, of professional golf. He played professional golf for a little over 3 years, and every once in a while, you'll grab him on a phone call, and you'll ask him where he is, and he's back out on the golf course, so it's a passion of his and something that he really loves to do. He is a multiple six-figure earner in network marketing for the last 5 years. He's been in the top 10 in not one, not two, but 3 different companies, hitting their leaderboard every single time, which you got to know if you've ever hit a leaderboard, that is like awesome. I mean, it's just like stellar feeling to know you walk a little bit taller, a little bit straighter when you know you're on the leaderboard. But he is a teacher, a trainer, a speaker, an author. He loves to help people. He loves to have fun. And he has a heart of gold. And all of the facts about this business, about how to build travel, how to really maximize it and leverage it, not only so you have a ridiculously amazing business, an amazing team that you build for longevity, but also that amazing income that then allows you to have the freedom and flexibility to have an incredible life. And so one of the things that I love about Dusty is that he is an open book. He is not one of those leaders that says, you know what, go out there and make it happen, and then leaves you to try to figure it out for yourself. He shows you every step of the way, and he's there to help guide and direct and just to coach you through it all. So you guys are going to fall in love with him and his heart just like I have. So without further ado, Mr. DeVaughn, are you there? I
am. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you sound great.
All right, fantastic. All right, guys. Thank you so much for coming out and taking your time, just like Andrea said. And, you know, for all of you that stick around to the conclusion of our presentation tonight, there's going to be a really special bonus for you. Something I've been working on and really putting together we've been putting it through the testing for the past 3 months, and the results have been nothing less than phenomenal. And it's going to be a tool that you guys can use and really take to market. And I'm going to explain to you tonight a couple of different things as we go along. So let's talk a little bit about, you know, where I come from. I mean, I want you guys to understand who you're hearing from. Just like Andrea said, golf is one of my largest passions. We have seen some success throughout this industry. We've seen some good times. We've seen some bad times. I mean, I'm sure out there everybody can relate to, you know, the good times and the bad times. But, you know, thank goodness we've been taken care of enough to where we've seen more good times than bad, and we've been able to help people come out of slumps that they've been in. Tonight we're going to talk to you about a company called Paycation Travel. Probably have never heard of it, a very small company located in Dallas. And, you know, we're going to talk about some things that they're doing and some things and different strategies that we're going to use to take this thing to market that's going to overall show you how to travel the world for pennies on the dollar, first class, while everybody else is traveling for coach, or also known as regular class. We're going to show you how to travel first class for pennies on the dollar and to make money while testing out different resorts and cruise lines and things like that with your family. I mean, can you think of a better lifestyle than to get into than travel? So guys, let's talk about a little bit about what's going on. Look at these different things. You see headlines coming across your computer screens every day, coming across your television. The news is nothing but bad. We have the opportunity to make our own changes today. I don't have to tell you about the headlines. You get to see them every single solitary day. So, you know, looking forward, let's look at some different things that people are looking for. Everyone looks to save money. I mean, every single person in the market looks to save money. A lot of people are looking to make money. A lot of people are looking for that plan B. A lot of people are looking for that something extra to take their family to the next level. A lot of people are tired of paying Uncle Sam the taxes. So there's some tax benefits that go along with, you know, owning a business just like this. And then, guys, this is your life raft. This is the time. I mean, this is right here, right now. So let's talk a little bit about what our goals are. You know, we want to help you guys supplement your income, you know, without having to work 2 jobs, because a lot of people go out looking for a second job, and And really they're working 10, 15, 20 hours a week at a second job, and they're making ends meet with no chance for growth, no chance to move up, nothing. So we're going to show you how to get paid to really just show your friends and family and business associates, just point them in the direction of a website. And we're going to save them money on their travel while making you money on the back end. I think that's the most exciting thing. So if money and time were no issue, where exactly would you go? I mean, would you go to a cruise on the Mediterranean? Would you go to a romantic rendezvous in Bora Bora? Would you go relax at a poolside in the grill? Or would you go tour a luxurious Dubai hotel like this one? Or would you just take a weekend with the family in Vegas? I mean, when it comes to travel, this is the sexiest industry in the world, and it's the largest industry in the world. And guys, nobody's allergic to it. It's not my shake is better than your shake. It's not my pill is better than your pill. Guys, this is travel. This is travel. It's an $8 trillion a year industry, and it's going to grow another to $15 trillion in the next 10 years. We're ahead of the trends. Picture being able to look at Microsoft day one. Travel is going to do nothing but get bigger and bigger. And the thing about travel is it has went from brick and mortar to now click and order. So guys, it's just as simple as point and click. It's the biggest industry on the planet. It's the #1 researched word on the internet. Period, plain and simple. Baby boomers are retiring every 20 seconds for the next 20 years, and guys, they're going to continue to travel. That's what they're doing when they retire the most. And almost everybody, I bet you can't think of one person. I challenge people when I'm talking to them about travel. Tell me one person that doesn't like my product. They can't do it because everybody likes going to the beach. They like taking their family to Disney World. They like going to New York City or going to D.C. to see the sights. Guys, travel is where it's at. It's a solid solution for a secondary income for you, and it can become a permanent, long-term, growing income to take over as your plan A at some point if you just follow our simple system. So, guys, why Paycation? Why this company over the others? Let me explain to you. A lot of the other companies out there that are in our industry, the industry of relationship marketing, network marketing, etc., a lot of those companies are travel clubs. We're not a travel club. And I'm going to talk to you a little bit about that here in just a few minutes. But I think a company starts with leadership. And David Manning has really set a new standard as to what a founder and CEO. He's in the trenches with us. He knows exactly what he needs to give us to become successful. Guys, look at these two guys. It all starts at the top and filters down into the company. David and Mark have literally taken this company, revamped it, and it's growing like they have never seen growth in 12 years. Literally, the next 1 to 2 years is going to be such a growth trend for this company, and you're getting to look at it right now. So guys, they have a proven track record. As I said, they're 12 years old. They're licensed and bonded in travel, located in Dallas, Texas. They have so many successful certified travel consultants because of their training programs that they have brought into this industry. They're a top travel producer. They have over 35 years of vendor relationships with the top vendors in the world. Guys, we're talking FunJets, Carnival, Norwegian. We're talking Sandals. If you can think of it, Hilton. They have all of the connections. Royal Caribbean, all the major cruise lines, Princess. If you can think of a company, they have a vendor relationship with them, and they have every card out there. CLIA, AIDA, Articard, all of the above. They are a certifiable, viable travel agency that provides top quality service to its clients, top tier training to their certified travel consultants, and also a level that we're going to talk to you a little bit about a compensation structure that allows, ladies and gentlemen like myself and Andrea and everybody on this call and everybody watching this, it allows us to really go out and create an income. Some people $10,000, $12,000 a year. Some people $10,000, $12,000 a month. Some people $10,000, $12,000 a week. But this is really what you're getting. Guys, certified travel consultants, once you complete the training, you're earning 75% of all commissions booked. All you have to do is point them to your website. Everyone gets this beautiful, customized website to where you can send your friends and family to book travel. You're not asking them to buy a shake. You're not asking them to buy a lotion, a potion, a pill, or some kind of miracle, or a diet fad, or whatever's out there. Guys, you're asking them to book travel with you. You're asking them, literally, just compare us to Expedia, Priceline, Orbitz, Travelocity. Compare us to them. Put us in the mix, and I'm your friend, and I promise you, we're not spending millions of dollars a day in advertising like those other companies, and we're going to be competitive in the rates, and we're going to get your customers and clients in the best situation possible and going to make you money along the way. I think it's incredible what we got here, guys. We're talking, we got sports tickets, we got amusement parks, concerts. It's all there. The clients are doing these things anyway. So we even have direct vendor bookings. You can pick the phone up if you choose to, and you want to do an all-inclusive vacation. You can pick the phone up and you can call Sandals and say, hey, I got a couple that needs, to do their honeymoon. Honeymoons are big business, by the way. They bring in big income. Also exclusive weddings. People are getting more and more apt to take their wedding outside of the United States to different places, so they fly their family members and their close friends and things. Guys, this is big stuff. We're talking senior trips for cruises, senior trips going to all-inclusive resorts, especially in Mexico. This is the travel industry, and the business is easy to pick up. The business is so easy to pick up. It's crazy. And you get to access unpublished fares that you'll never see on the net anywhere. That is incredible, guys. So, here's just a little example of what a potential travel earnings. I talked about there's a lot of places that do, group cruises and get together and people go as one. You can do group cruises for people and save them a ton of money on the front end, earn 50% of the vendor commission, 15% goes to the company, you get 75%, you're talking $1,200, and you may put 2 or 3 hours work in it. I'm talking good money in the travel industry here, guys, and this is just with the travel. And as a certified travel consultant, you can get actual industry credentials and take advantage of rates of that personal travel, for yourself and your family. They have the AIDA card, AIDA card that I was telling you about. And look at my CLIA card. There's proof right there, guys. There is my CLIA card. It expired just a few days ago because this is early January. We're doing this webinar. I'm waiting on my new card to get here. Guys, I've been a CLIA agent for the last 5 years. There's something in this industry. Now that they've attached it to the compensation structure and given us the tools to develop the things that we're going to talk about here in just a few minutes, get excited, guys. All these other companies out there, I'm not going to name any names out of our industry. You've probably seen them. They're offering you a travel club. You get that also. And you get to provide that to your clients. They have the option of becoming travel clubs. We're 50 cents on the dollar to what most travel clubs are. And we're going to go through a couple of the things. Look at these deals that you can get your clients. We're talking 5 days in Hawaii for $534. Go match that up somewhere for your travel clubs. We're talking the Carnival Sunshine. I've been on this ship. It is incredible. $454, guys. $454. It only runs about $800 a person. Las Vegas, $110 a night. Normal people paying $250 to $550 a night for these rooms. Cruises to Cozumel starting at $550 for 5 days. These things normally run $800, $900 for most people. We're allowed to save them money and make us money all at the same time. Condos, resorts. Here's some other comparisons. $100, guys. Look at this middle one. Puerto Vallarta, 1 bedroom, sleeps 4 people, 7 nights stay, $100. How about that for a vacation club member? How about that for a vacation club member? Las Vegas, $332 for a 7-night stay. Look at these resorts that are providing this. They want the people to come through. That's what the vacation club's all about. We're talking condos, resorts, cruises. It's all there for your clients. So here's a couple of price comparisons. Take a look at this. When you compare apples to oranges, you got one thing, but we're sitting here straight up comparing apples to apples, comparing estimated retail prices on these things that we found online, and just look at the savings that we're able to offer our clients. It's incredible. It's absolutely incredible. Now, here's where it gets exciting. This is why this business is so important. Not only do you get the travel club, not only do you get the website, not only do you get all the benefits, this is the #1 perk for travel agents. We call them FAM trips for short, but they're known as familiarization trips. There's resorts, hotels, and cruises and vendors that are begging travel agents to come take a tour of them so they will send them clients every single day. We're talking cruises for $10, $15, $20. We're talking cruises with no charges. All you pay is port and taxes fees. We're talking all-inclusive resorts that are giving you 7-day vacations for you and your family for $100 a person. All-inclusive means food included. They want you to come down there. I have an instance last year where I took my family on a Disney cruise out of Miami, Florida. I called the day before and said, hey, I'd like to meet with a ship inspector because I want to see that this is somewhere I want to send my clients. That was the day before the cruise, and they gave me the name and everything else, and we were actually in group boarding 4. I get a call at 7 a.m. morning of boarding, and they say, Mr. DeVaughn, we want to let you know you've been upgraded to our presidential suite. You have your own concierge while you're on the ship, and you have your own private butler for your room. Thank you so much for choosing Disney Cruise Line. The ship inspector will be there waiting. I need you to be there at 10 a.m. for your boarding because you're boarding in Group 0 before everybody else does. It's incredible. Familiarization trips are phenomenal, and they really are great for travel professionals, and that's really what you're getting. But here's another example. Turks and Caicos, $349 a person, guys. $340. Tell me, where can you go sit on a beach that's that gorgeous at a Beaches or a Sandals resort for $350? Not a day, We're talking per person for a 5 to 7 day trip. You know, we're talking El Dorado, the Mexico, you know, down about, you know, 4 days, the 7th, 8th, and 9th, actually 3 days, $300, 3 days, 2 nights. And it's only $110 for additional nights if you wanted to stay down there with your family. Now, you're probably wondering, how in the world do I get started? This has to cost absolutely through the roof. And actually, it normally would. Normally, it's $200. But for right now, guys, we're running a super special going through the winter, getting ready for our growth trend coming over the next 12 to 24 months on $79.95 and $59.95 a month. Now, don't let that scare you off. Whatever you do, don't cut this video off, because I'm going to show you how to eliminate it. We got some really, really cool stuff coming up that we're going to show you how to eliminate these in your first week. We're going to show you how to go to work. And remember, this is limited time only. I'm not sure how long they're going to keep this up, but as long as this webinar is playing, as long as you see this thing popping up, you know the special is still here. So guys, let's talk about what you get as a CTC, also known as a Certified Travel Consultant. You get the cutting-edge website. You get the member-exclusive trips, the unpublished access to the fares that are not provided online, earning up to 75% commission once you complete your training. The training is simple, guys. It takes less than 3 hours when you get on it, and you become a Certified Travel Consultant. And there's unlimited training and support. Home office is there for you to make sure that you succeed. Failure's not an option. So you get the customer support, you get the IATA and the CLIA recognition through Paycation, you get the FAM trips with the reduced rate travel, and you get to directly book individuals and groups through all of our preferred vendors. It's incredible, and we're just in the travel portion. And if this didn't get you fired up enough, wait till you see what's next. So we're talking compensation, guys. This is where it's at. And for everybody that knows me, for everybody that's seen me come through, you guys know that I'm about the money. I want to make sure that it's what's best for my teams and organization. As Andrea said earlier, I appreciate the great introduction. I'll make sure to get her check in the mail for, you know, putting all that stuff out there for me. But, you know, I want you guys to understand this is what it's about for me. I'm about making a better life for my family. I've been full-time at home for 5 years. I've been tinkering in this industry for 10. We've been able to develop over 162 people in the last 24 months that made over $30,000 a year from home personally. We've had over 15 people now make over 6 figures a year that are doing that residually every single year, because residual income is where it's at. Nobody can argue up and down that point with me. So, guys, let's get a little bit into what we do. First off, we sell travel. We've been through that. You saw that side of the business. But what else we do is we refer other people that want the same travel perks and benefits and want the opportunity in the business that go with travel. That's the secondary part of our business. So, guys, here's the kind of the way it breaks down. We're going to go through a quick little version of the compensation plan, then we're going to get into the bonuses, because I know that's what you're waiting on, because everyone wants to know how we're building this thing so fast. Everybody wants to. I was getting blowed up last week about how in the world did you get to #1 in the entire company your first weekend, and I'm going to go through all that also. But you're going to get a $25 direct commission for the people that come into your business. Now, guys, I'm not going to go, you know, too far into the compensation plan. It pays 20 different ways, but there's unlimited amount of people that you can personally enroll, and trust me, people want these travel benefits more than anything. Remember, this isn't, you know, lotions and potions and pills. They're out there selling science and social studies, and we're in here selling recess. It's almost unfair to people to have to deal with that kind of stuff when they're fighting up against one-on-one with me about a home-based business. So there's coded bonuses. You know, this is actually a little bit outdated slide. On your first 2 people, you get 150% match on personal coded on your first 2, 100% match on their coded bonuses for every single personal person that you put into this business. I need to say that again. Your first 2, you get 150% match. Joe goes out, makes 1,000, you make 1,500. On the rest of your team, Jan goes out, makes 1,000 for 3 through infinity. You get $1,000 match on her on all her personal coded residuals. You know, you get the business builder bonus, the 8% coded match, the 10%. This is 6 streams of that word I said a while ago, that residual income. Most companies pay 1 to 2 ways residually, not 6. And we're going to talk a little bit about my most favorite part is the 3x7 matrix, because it allows me to help so many people grow as a leader in this industry. Because, guys, we give massive spillover. We help people build their businesses out from scratch. I mean, this is how simple the 3x7 matrix actually is. It's a row of 3, a row of 27, a row of 81, then a row of 243, and then 729, and then 2,100 and some change. When you max that out, guys, I'm about to blow your socks off. When that matrix maxes out, I mean, let's say it takes you 5 years to do it. 5 years. I mean, we're going to do it in our first 90 to 120 days is what we're projected to do at this point. But let's say it took you 5 years to do it. Could you use an extra $25,552 a month? And that's just one of the 6 residual income ways that we're getting paid. I mean, are you kidding me? Just look at this. Just completing your first 2 levels. Remember I told you I could get rid of that $59.95? Your first 2 levels being filled pays you $60 a month. You have no fees in your business, and you own a tax-deductible business. All of a sudden, your miles become tax-deductible. Your home internet becomes tax-deductible. Your cell phone becomes tax-deductible. Guys, we're talking tax savings through the wazoo, and you're in the profit mode. You're in the profit mode. That's how early you can start making money. But $25,000, that's a month, guys, not a year. This is monthly residual income. Let's talk a little bit about levels. I'm not going to talk much about this because, you're just now taking your first look. But being a CTC, that's a certified travel consultant, once you complete, you earn, the 75% vendor commission that comes through on all of our travel sites. And you qualify for the levels 1 through 4 of your matrix. Once you get to executive, which means you personally sponsor 3, you're going to get coded bonuses as one of those residual incomes. And also you're going to qualify for level 5. As you get up into regional, which is 6 personal, you're going to get 10% match on that matrix. So imagine helping 3 people max their matrix out. You're going to get an additional $7,500 because you're getting a 10% match on their $25,000 on top of your matrix as well, and you're qualifying through 6 levels. Now, once you get to national, I did this in my first 72 hours. Guys, you qualify for that business builder program, and that's where the residual caps. That's the 6 right there. You've maxed out the matrix. You've now opened yourself up to make serious money. That's where national comes into play. And then international, simply, enrolling 15 and helping 3 people go national. That's where you earn a lifestyle bonus. We're going to talk about that next. And then presidential is personally enrolling 20. You've maxed out the compensation plan at this point, and you've helped 3 people go international. So a little bit about the lifestyle bonus. Remember, 15 personal sales and helping 3 people achieve that national, you're getting a $600 a month lifestyle bonus. If you want to go buy a new car, help pay your mortgage, you want to take extra vacations, that's a monthly extra residual income. Whatever it is you want to put it towards, that's fine. We're not limiting you to a certain color car or a certain kind of car. You may not like that. Go do whatever is comfortable for your family and your situation. In presidential executives, once you hit that top level, it's an extra $1,000 a month, another $400 a month added to your residual income. So there you go. So let's talk a little bit about going diamond. And these numbers may seem absolutely absurd, but once you get that matrix flowing and you use the power of leverage and other people are working together and you're working with our team and you're following our program that we're going to talk about in just a few minutes, you'll see how actually real these numbers become. So a team of 500, you get a $2,000 monthly bonus on top of your residual pay. So guys, 1,500 gives you $5,000. What could you do with an extra $5,000? 1,500 people. It's not even that big of a team. We built those teams in 90 days. International Diamond, 4,000. It goes all the way to 1-star presidential. That's $30,000 extra on top of your matrix pay in the other 5 ways it pays residual. You're talking, you can get to $100,000 a month here, guys. And when I show you how, it's going to blow your mind. So, the thing you want to do is identify your key leaders, because I always say the cream rises to the top. So if you're a leader and watching this webinar today, we appreciate you taking the time to do it, but as you can see, your leaders continue to develop and grow. All you do is develop people and take regular people and make a life change for them. You help them. Zig Ziglar says it best. You help enough people get what they want, you're going to have everything that you want. And I think finding key leaders is essential. And I'm so glad that you have taken the time today to come through here and take a look as a leader. And, what are you going to do with that extra income? As you develop into a leader, you're going to get out of debt. You're going to put your children in a private school education. You're going to retire, dream vacation, help your parents, whatever it may be, donate to charities, whatever it may be. My why are my 2 children. I have a 12-year-old, a 7-year-old, and I have a beautiful wife. Those are the reasons. I'm 29 years old and retired. I'll never go to work. I tell people all the time I'm physically and mentally unemployable. It just isn't going to happen because this industry provides lifestyles, and I know that I can go out and I can spend time changing the life of somebody else and making a difference in their everyday life and helping their family situation. That's what we do, guys. We create leaders. We show them how to use step-by-step systems. And if you don't think this is ground floor, you're crazy. There's less than 5,000 people in the entire company. And this isn't just a United States company anymore. Guys, they just took it. It's global. It's global. No longer are we restricted to the boundaries of the United States or Canada or Mexico. We can take it global. This is an internet business. This is an internet business. And guys, what I'm going to talk to you about over the next few minutes is, you know, right place, right time, all this. I love this slide, but it's great. But Paycation is here. We're about to change the world. So guys, don't question it. $79 isn't even, you know, you spend that at a movie and going out at night. So now let's talk a little bit about bonuses, because I truly believe that my team has to have the best of the best of the best to go build with. And I'm about to show you something that I value at about $997, and it's also valued at $20 a month. We're going to allow you access to our private training system and our private team system that shows people how to utilize the internet. We're not always going to chase our friends and family. That's the problem. People run out of a warm market to talk to, but who do you go to next? We're opening up with a viral inviter. As you can see here, here's some pictures. We're in early development of this thing right now. This is going to be absolutely crazy because it's going to be free to you forever. Just by coming through this webinar tonight, it's going to be free to you forever. You're going to get the capture pages you need it. You're going to get all of the statistics that you need to track your business and make sure it's done properly. This is on top of what the company gives you in their back office. This is our personal system that we are putting thousands and thousands of people through daily. We're about to unleash a campaign of this thing that is going to turn this company upside down. And you have a chance to be a part of something very special. This is free to you forever just for coming through this webinar. Guys, this is absolutely incredible. I thank you guys so much for taking your time out this evening and taking a look at our special plan. Now, my name's Dusty DeVaughn. I don't hide behind the internet. Find me on Facebook. Do whatever you got to do. But whoever referred you to this video, make sure to tell them thank you, because they thought enough of you to show you something that's going to change their life, and all they wanted to do was help you change yours. Now, guys, like I said, thanks again. We appreciate you coming out. May I see you on the beaches of the world and the high seas, and I definitely look forward to seeing you at the top. Bye for now.